Hi, everyone. I just want to take a few moments to share a recap of our most recent fire night for those who weren't able to be with us, especially those who were serving our children, our teens, or our parish family elsewhere. Thank you for that gift. This fire night focused on two deadly sins and their corresponding virtues, sloth and gluttony, and the virtues that heal them, diligence and temperance. Our theme was cultivating virtue in every season as we continue to go through this year. And we looked at this moment of the year as a kind of spiritual pruning, or reordering our desires so that love can grow again. So we began by remembering something foundational to the spiritual life. Before the fall, there was harmony between God and man, harmony between the soul and the body, and then harmony between the body and the goods of the world. So nothing excessive, nothing neglected. But after the fall, that harmony was fractured, right? And while pride disrupts our relationship with God, between God and man, sloth and gluttony disrupt our relationship with like desire and responsibility, right? Between the body and the soul. So that's why the church pairs them with these two healing virtues, right? Diligence, which restores the will, and then temperance, which reorders desire. So, definitions, right? What are we really talking about here? So let's get very clear on the definitions because these sins are often misunderstood. So sloth, also known as acedia, sloth is not simply laziness, right? St. Thomas Aquinas defines it as a sorrow at the divine good. So it's like this heaviness toward prayer, toward duty, toward sacrifice, towards love itself. It's resistance to the effort that it takes to love, right? That love requires. Sloth doesn't say like, I hate God. It says, this is too much, or I'll deal with it later. So that's sloth. Gluttony is also not just overeating like we tend to think of it, right? It is any excess in created pleasure. So food, drink, entertainment, comfort, stimulation, consumption, right? It's the disordered pursuit of delight, turning to created things to soothe what only God can truly heal. So these healing virtues that oppose it are diligence, right? Diligence is faithful, consistent, persevering effort toward the good that we are responsible for, right? It is love expressed through effort. Temperance, it moderates desire. So the body serves the soul, and then the soul serves God. So it trains the heart to say enough, right? So it can freely say yes to what truly matters. So what's interesting is, recognizing the traits of these two sins. So sloth is subtle, right? It rarely feels like rebellion, like we're, rebelling against God. It's more like heaviness and like this disengagement. Here's some common signs. So number one, resistance to responsibility. So procrastination, right? Delaying prayer, decisions, conversations, or even our duties, right? Sloth whispers, there's still time, right? Or number two, spiritual apathy. So this is like prayer feels like a burden. We show up to mass, but our heart isn't in it. It's not engaged. We stop expecting God to speak. Number three, distraction as escape. So phones, noise, entertainment, busyness, anything to avoid stillness. Sloth doesn't just avoid work. It avoids interior life, right? It avoids devoting ourselves more deeply to God. Number four, emotional paralysis, right? This is feeling overwhelmed by tasks that should be manageable, like they're doable. So it's like, think of, I can't deal with this right now, right? That's like that same type of thing. And number five, loss of zeal. So doing the bare minimum, becoming like spiritually what we would call lukewarm after seasons of like awesome fire. So sloth, it slowly removes the oxygen from our love. So that's different traits like to be able to recognize sloth in our life. So let's talk about gluttony now. Gluttony can be loud or very quiet. So some common signs include, number one, overconsumption. So more food, more screens, more shopping, more comfort than is needed. The core issue isn't hunger. It's emptiness, really. I am empty. Number 2, compulsive habits. So like just one more. That's probably just like during Christmas time or when any of the holidays where we love like candy or we love sweets or whatever it is, right? Just one more. So losing freedom in areas that are meant for enjoyment. Number 3, pleasure as an escape. So turning to comfort when I'm stressed, when I'm lonely or I'm overwhelmed. So avoiding silence because it exposes unrest in me, that I'm not truly at rest. And then number 4, disordered desire. So thinking more about comfort than prayer, becoming irritable when I'm denied a pleasure, depending on comforts to feel like normal. So gluttony, it clouds our judgment. It's disordered desire that weakens our soul. So let's talk about like the way forward. So to close, we were given a very practical path forward from Father Josh Johnson. We were looking at his small book about how to go about fighting or conquering deadly sins in our life. And so he says, step 1 is resolve. So name where sloth or gluttony appears. What am I avoiding? What comfort do I turn to? Resolution, it's not perfection. It's about honesty, right? Being honest, where am I struggling? Number 2, renounce. So behind every sin is a lie. And the lies that come with gluttony and sloth are, I don't have the strength. I need this comfort to be okay. I need this. So we renounce those lies out loud, right? And we make room for the truth. And so that's then step 3, remember. Remember who God is. God is strength when the will feels weak. He is satisfaction when desire feels restless. He is rest when we are weary. And he is fire when zeal has grown cold. So when we remember God, virtue becomes possible again, right? So we resolve, we renounce, and we remember. So if you missed fire last night, I want you to know this isn't about shame or just mere self-improvement. It's about reordering desire so that love can breathe again in our hearts, right? This week, I invite you to choose one act of diligence. Show up where you've been resisting in some way. Choose one act. And then also one act of temperance. So say enough so that God can say more, right? Say enough to something so that God can say more to something in your life. And know that I'm grateful for you. I'm praying for you and so thankful for the ways that you serve our parish family. God bless you. And we will see you at the next fire night. See you soon.